Hello everybody and welcome back. I am KRX and we are continuing on with Brandenburg in this tutorial for Europa Universalis 4 for complete beginners. This is updated for 2021 with all DLCs. So we even have the Leviathan DLC and all the other DLCs. I'm talking about content DLCs, right? Maybe not all of the music DLCs or the cosmetic DLCs and stuff. If you guys are just joining us because YouTube is weird about how they recommend videos and stuff, there's a playlist link down below, and that'll get you to episode 1, right? If you go through that playlist link, it'll show you all the episodes, and you can make sure to watch them in the proper order, and that'll be good because we've already built a lot of understanding and foundation as to what we've been talking about and stuff like that. So right now in the year 1451, the Teutonic Order is getting ravaged by a few different countries. They're in a number of bad wars. The Poland should not take these provinces, but Poland's going to want to take these provinces as they have claims on these bits of land here. We're kind of waiting to see how beat up the Teutonic Order is going to get, and then we're going to try to attack the Teutonic Order and get hopefully a nice, smooth, easy war against the Teutonic Order at, sort of piggybacking off of the destruction that the Lithuania and Poland are leaving in their wake is kind of what we're hoping for. We're looking at some things that we can potentially do during peacetime. We can actually go over to Austria and see, hey, we got a lot of favors with Austria. For some reason, we're gaining too many favors with Austria per month. I think they're going to have to retune that a little bit because we shouldn't be getting half a favor per month. But we can actually get, Austria will pay us ducats. Austria will pay us soldiers. We kind of do need a little bit more manpower. We can ask them to prepare for war. So these are just ways that over time, being in an alliance with someone, right? We talked about this a little bit earlier. We're just passively building favors every month. It says we're building half a favor per month with Austria, and we're building less with our other allies. That doesn't make sense. We should be, we're only building 0.14 with Saxony. It should be the opposite. We should be building more with Saxony because they're weaker, and we should be building less with Austria because they're stronger. But again, there's a few bugs right now in the game, and I suspect this might be one of them. What we could do is we could actually send a diplomat over here to curry favor. We could actually curry favor with Austria and try to get even more favors per month. Could be interesting. The question is, do we need a diplomat? Oh, you have no diplomats. Okay, you do need a diplomat. I think we want to spend some of these favors, though, to get manpower. I think we want to get some more men in reserve if we are going to be going to war with the Teutonic Order. Also, I think we might need to attack the Teutonic Order soon. Yeah, we might need to attack the Teutonic Order soon here, because we don't want Mecklenburg to defend the Teutonic Order. We want them to break their alliance with the Teutonic Order. Here, let's get these troops. Let's get these troops stop them drilling and get them in position. Let's we're gonna need some diplomats available here. Just checking on the voting here. I didn't really care to become the emperor, but hey, everybody's voting for us, so why the heck not? Let's bring this guy back. Let's make sure we go over to Austria and have them give us soldiers. We can also have them give us ducats. We can also use the favors to have them help us in a war, right, as well. Now, would they help us against the Teutonic Order? And why would they not? Austria has very low manpower right now, so they're having their own little internal crisis. So because they have low manpower, they're not interested in helping us. The Palatinate would come help us, though, which is kind of interesting. How many favors do we have with the Palatinate? It costs 10 favors to bring them more. We have exactly 10. We have exactly 10. We have 11 favors with Koln, so on and so forth. And it costs 10 favors to bring them into war. So the Teutonic Order, yeah, none of their allies would join. This is telling us that Mecklenburg would not join because they're being besieged, and Stettin would not join for similar reasons. If we were to do this, the Teutonic Order has 14,000 troops, which is more than us. We could call in the Palatinate to give us a little bit of a bump, though, and to help us out. That might be worth doing. Why, though? Why is the Teutonic Order not defending their own land? Is the question. I think we're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna let it ride a little bit. We gotta let our troops get a little bit prepared for war as well. Let's get our forts online too. Are we gonna be able to afford to put the forts online? The answer to that is no. Not exactly. We'll be losing money if our forts are online. Both of them. We probably could buy more troops. Yeah, we could buy another troop based on force limit. Holy cow, we are the new emperor of the elected Holy Roman Empire, or we've been elected. I don't even know what I'm saying over here. Is Austria going to be upset with us? No, Austria's fine. Holy cow, we got we got it, guys. Now everybody's going to be voting for us because we're just that awesome. We have 31 imperial authority. In order to pass the next one, there's not enough support for this 1-4 and 76 against. So we could basically, as the emperor, we could try to build up imperial authority, and we could spend that imperial authority to enact different policies here. And some of these will give all of the members of the Holy Roman Empire extra bonuses. As the emperor, we get tons of additional bonuses as well, don't we? Dominant faith is Catholic. Where does it say what we get? Being the emperor gives the following benefits: spy network construction speed, yearly prestige, possible advisors, leaders without upkeep, diplomatic relations +1. So we have extra diplomatic relationship slots. We don't get extra diplomats though. But I think if we move this here, we'd get an extra diplomat. Yeah. Here we'd get an extra diplomat if we can move this along. We have so many free cities right now. People are voting. We got a bunch of people that are going to be voting for us. This is looking good. This is looking good. Although if we go, we just finished a mission because we had a mission to do this. That'll give us extra diplomatic reputation to hold on to it. Okay. Booyah. Extra 3 diplomatic reputation for a while. That's fantastic. So if France was to attack Savoy, we would have to defend Savoy. We would be asked to defend the empire. Although we are allied to Austria, so Austria would get called in. Basically, Austria would still help us out as well, which is good. Oh, we do actually have an extra diplomat. Where'd that extra diplomat come from? Imperial Graces. Okay, I guess we do get one. Imperial Graces. For some reason, we have an extra diplomat. So right on. I don't know why it's not showing up in the list of benefits there, but fantastic. What a way to kick this off. Holy cow. That was not our goal. We've eclipsed a number of our nations because they're too weak for us now that we're the emperor. In fact, because we're the emperor, our force limit is going to be huge. We have 50. We could raise 51,000 troops, and we're going to be making a lot more money. This is insane. Actually, it's not a huge amount more money. We get 2 ducats from all the free cities in the HRE. We get 2 ducats for all the free cities. Free cities are like the tiny little nations. In fact, there's an argument to say that, hey, we could maybe even make some of these little guys into free cities if we wanted to, but we probably want to conquer some of them. Actually, if we go to this diplomat tab, there's a macro where you build troops. You can also go to diplomacy, and you can actually look for imperial actions and see bestow imperial grace, revoke free cities. I want to grant free cities. Oh, we can only have a maximum of 12. Okay. But there are a few nations that would be willing to be a free city. Are these guys a free city on halt? I don't think so. No, they're not. But this little nation is here. So the free cities, I think, will if someone attacks a free city, nations, we will be called in to defend them, I'm pretty sure. And we're the emperor. Poland's liking us. This is going great for us. We have the extra diplomats. We're currying favors with Austria. They can continue to give us more manpower. We can then spend that manpower in ducats to get more troops. And I think we're going to want to get some more troops. This will allow us to more easily beat up the Teutonic Order. This is looking good, guys. Things are looking good. I think we do want to come down here and get even more manpower, though. Although it looks like Austria just lost a bunch of manpower. I'm going to take ducats instead. Whoa, Onslaught, buddy. Unlawful territory. See, so we're the emperor. Onslaught just captured this province and took it for themselves. No. Unlawful territory. There's we can demand that they revoke. Demand that they give this back. Confirm. So unfortunately, their war was for nothing. It's going to make Onslaught hate us, but that's fine. In fact, the truth is, oh, they actually joined a trade league. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Rip. Never. Where are they? How do they get all these allies already? Allied to Ragusa? Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky there. Let's actually try to get a spy network on these guys, to be honest, so that we can just beat them up ourselves. But we want to keep as many free states as we can. We want to try to keep. Yeah, I don't know. The emperorship. There's a lot of things to kind of consider and think about with it. It's nothing to worry about too much. But basically, the more independent nations there are in the HRE, the stronger it is. So when we get the option to, like when one nation conquers another nation completely and removes it from the map, it is good for us to make sure that those nations go back. We basically went over there and say, hey, I understand that you guys went to war. I understand maybe you even had a claim for it, but you need to give that land back for the sake of the empire. Giving military access to Sweden so they can get around as need be. We have 60,000 troops here. I mean, if we attack the Teutonic Order now, Saxony would join us. Mecklenburg would want to join. We could ally. Oh, do we have extra diplomatic relations? I think we ally Poland. I think we just ally Poland. They're willing to accept an ally. They shouldn't call us into that war. Austria wants military access. Austria, what kind of war did you get into? Okay, it looks like somebody's attacking Salzburg here. Kind of a bummer. Florence just took some land. Who did they just... They just crushed Siena. We would like Siena to come back, please. They won't accept this. They won't accept this. What we could do is we could ask them, please, can you bring this back? And then if they don't, we get a CB to attack them. We could attack them. But I think we'll let it go. You win that one, Florence. You win that one. This is why Austria is really not a good beginner nation, guys, because, I mean, yeah, the truth of the matter is, this is like a lot of responsibility. Let's not worry about it too much. If Austria wins back the HRE, fine. We'll just enjoy the benefits while they last, but we'll let the whole empire dissolve into chaos for all we care. That'll be fine, I'm sure. The Teutonic Order is getting fully sieged. Now, these guys should be coming back over here to beat up Mecklenburg, and I'm kind of wondering, where are the Teutonic Order troops? Where are their actual troops? Because it still says they have 14,000 troops. Where are they? Where are they? I mean, they're hiding over here or something, right? We're gonna need to get some military technology before this war, probably as well. In fact, Teutonic Order, we could see here a little thing. We're learning little bits, additional bits about the province screen, right? But this little bit right here shows you their military technology in a pinch, so we don't have to go to their diplomacy tab and look it up in here. It's just a little bit quick thing to say, hey, they're one military tech ahead of us, so that's good to know. That is good to know. Actually, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna kind of not cheese this, but I'm gonna hit this button to make everybody really happy with us here. We're gonna seize land, and then we're gonna come and process this as need be. Papal influence. I mean, does the Pope like us? It'd be good to have the Pope like us. How are we doing on the papacy, actually? We haven't been paying attention to this at all. The papacy is another thing. Because we're a good Catholic nation, we can actually get benefits from the papacy if we sort of like build our influence in Rome. Right now we don't really have any influence with Rome, but this papal influence can be exchanged for these benefits here. I know it's right. It's just tabs upon tabs upon tabs with buttons upon buttons upon buttons. This is something that we are ignoring because, quite honestly, we just don't care. Northern Germany, we're just not that interested in what's going on with Rome. We're not that interested in what's going on with Rome. So I think we're going to go with the prestige instead. Now we have a new agenda that we can pick here. It wants base tax to increase in Berlin. That's something we'll probably end up doing because we'll need the Renaissance up here. Have manpower at least 75%. That'll take a long time. Our maximum manpower is 60,000 right now while we have the emperorship. Holy cow. And again, we get the larger manpower pool, larger manpower pool, larger force limit, and that's because because we're gaining a benefit from all of these nations. We're getting a little sliver of all of their benefit. They're supporting the emperor so that we can support them, is what's going on there. So it's going to take forever to get up to 75%. Although we should be gaining quite a bit more per month. We're gaining 500 each month, 6,000 per year. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Any owned province with a port. And that's something we're certainly going to want to be doing soon, but I think developing up Berlin to 30, we know we have the age goal to get a large city. Doing that in Berlin would make sense. Also, we know we're going to want to do that because that'll actually be one of the ways that we can get Renaissance to spawn here or to be embraced here is by developing these lands. Because right now, if we checked on this, and this is a tab we haven't looked at yet, we're learning new things. The Renaissance is flowing, and remember, the Renaissance is creating a technology penalty for us. So it's costing us 2% extra to get technology. That doesn't sound like a big deal, but it's 1% every year. 50 years from now, that'll be a 50% penalty, right? That's not good because these PowerPoints are incredibly precious. So spending an extra 50% would be awful. So we need to embrace the Renaissance and get rid of this penalty, current technology cost penalty, 2%. If we embrace it, that goes away. And then we also get these other benefits, like development cost reduction or construction cost reduction, stuff like that, permanently for the rest of the game. So we're going to want this. If we click on Berlin, we could see it was kind of spreading a little bit, but barely, 0.08 per month. This is literally going to take 100 years to spread here naturally. And that's not actually true because for other reasons and things, it would spread faster. Some of our neighbors would embrace, and that would spread and so on and so forth. However, what we can do is if when we develop, if we were to increase the base tax here, it says it'll plus 2.83% Renaissance. So for every development that we do in this province, it'll actually boost this in a chunk, lump sum boost here. So if we develop this up to 30 or 40 development about, we'll probably be able to fill up this entire bar and get the Renaissance to be in our capital and be able to embrace it. So that's probably what we're going to do, but that's going to cost a lot of points. It's probably going to cost about 1,500 points total. 1,500 points at least. I guess I don't understand the Teutonic Order just like not engaging. East Frisia. Whoa, something's going on. Production research flawed here. Keep the game paused. Okay, we're going to lose some prestige. That's fine. East Frisia offers to join the Empire. Let's go. East Frisia is one of the weird nations at the beginning of the game. Probably some interesting history to that. But East Frisia is one of the few nations in northern Germany that is not part of the HRE. Welcome to the Empire. Welcome to the Empire. And we can actually try to invite more nations to the Empire. Well, Savoy's taking some land from Provence. Good on them. Good on them. Oh, is Provence actually a subject? Yeah, Brabant, or no, maybe it's saying that they control part of Lorraine. And Lorraine is definitely part of the Empire. I don't know why this is gray background with a green stripe. I don't know what that means, actually, to be honest. I understand that Savoy's taken some of this land, but... I mean, I don't know. Hungary? Would Hungary join the Empire? This is a good way to bolster the Empire. It doesn't even say that they might be too big. I can't remember how we can get some of the nations to join it or not. Bologna? I'm not sure how that works anymore. I thought there was an option just to add people. But you'd have to get to a certain amount of favorability and stuff, so it would be a little bit of a chore. I mean, what we could do is... Oh, well, this is interesting. It looks like they might have fought a battle. So a number of our nations would help us with this. What we really need is we need them to fight again here. Yeah, we need these guys to get engaged. We need Poland to come and beat these guys up. Poland, who are you guys? What are you guys doing right now, Poland? Fighting rebels. That's what you're doing. You're fighting rebels. And we need Denmark. We need Denmark to end their war with the Livonian Order. Which looks like they have the capital. Looks like they should be winning that war. Yeah, they're definitely winning the war. Honestly, best case scenario would be Teutonic Order would come and besiege these Newmark, but I don't think they'll be... I don't think they'll do that. And we really need Poland to attack here. They seem to not be interested in doing that. We're building up some manpower. We're gaining money. This is all good. It does look like actually that... Oh, Newmark has been... February... I don't think we can get there fast enough. I think these guys will get there before us. And they're trying to get here so they can siege this. That's a bummer. That is a serious bummer. I think we attack. I think it's time. We attack. We go for Newmark. We call in the Palatinate. And we call in Saxony. Let's do it. I'm gonna let our other nation, Koln. I'm gonna let them just build up favors. We're not gonna overuse our allies here. It does cost favors to do that. So, we're gonna get a spy note, get a claim on them. So we don't need to do that anymore. We're gonna get another claim on Lüneburg. Oh, we're a little short. It's gonna cost us about 31. We can actually come over here and do something really cool with our diplomats. We can improve relations just randomly with our neighbors. So just have automate a diplomat to just run around and improve relations automatically. Looks like he's working on Poland. Yeah, we're barely not going to get there in time. Oh, we moved off of it. Good. We needed that. We really needed that. So that's like literally the entire war goal is over this province. So let's go over here and beat up Stettin. Oh, they're just running away. That's fine. Let's just go for their fort then. And not worry about it. It's going to be 9,000 troops in order to sit on this and take it. And it's a coastal fort. Minus 71%. Holy cow, that's going to take a minute. That is going to take a minute. That's going to take some serious manpower too. Okay, we have the war goal. We have Newmark. That's literally sending us all the way around the Baltic to get to there. That's so funny. If we get military access through these guys, could we actually just cut across at this strait? Let me check this. Military access, please. No. Why is it sending us all the way around? Okay, we need military access through Poland. Let's cancel it with Wolgeist. Wolgast. Don't need too many. And now we can go around wide there. Just to siege that and take care of them. So the Teutonic Order just got obliterated by Poland. Oh no! Wait, what? No! We needed this province. Oh no. Milanese succession. I don't think we're going to worry about Milan. They're way down here. Apparently we'd get justification to attack them, though, and PU them. I don't think we're worried about the Milanese succession. Milanese. France is going to get involved in that, and other nations will get involved in that. I can't believe Poland took that province. How does that affect our missions? That is incredibly bad, guys. That is incredibly bad. I don't understand why they didn't just come back. It used to be that would just be an event, would just give that back to you. Like the lease would come due or whatever, and it would just come back to you. Oh, man. Because there's no world in which we could take this Poland. They're our ally as well, on top of everything. Poland and Lithuania are like one unit. And that's such a bummer. Poland didn't even say that they wanted any of this stuff. They just wanted this stuff over here. And they took all of that land. And they took this too? I'm a little disappointed, Poland. I'm a little disappointed. To say the least. Man, that's kind of a bummer. That everything that's gone well this game, that certainly did not go well. That's even part of the HRE too, so Poland now has HRE land. And they're asking for a royal marriage. Fine. They're just running away to attack somebody else, it looks like. Just fine. Yeah, that's such a bummer. That's such a bummer. We might take a province from Stettin just because we're not going to be able to get the permanent claims on those bits anyways. And that's a huge amount of, like, that's a huge mission tree that's blocked by something as ridiculous as Poland taking this province. And we couldn't have taken this really any sooner because Teutonic Order was stronger than us. And it talks about, it was leased to the Teutonic Knights, but they've neglected the land, causing it to its local burghers to demand a return to the old administration. Like, I think there's supposed to be an event that's just supposed to give this stuff to you, and somehow we didn't trigger it. That's how it goes. Man. Tough stuff. Well, we're winning the war. We have all of our helpers, our allies are doing some slightly useful things. We can actually sort of, even if we're not quite ready to piece them out, we can actually plan out a peace deal. Poland's like super happy with us. And what we could do is we could be currying favors with Poland as well. What do we get with Poland, actually? Not much. We're getting less favors per month with currying favors with Austria than we were before. Like when they were the emperor. That makes no sense. That literally is completely backwards. I think it's because... It must be because they were at such a low... They were so low compared to their actual force limit or something. It was just looking at it as a percentage of their force limit. And maybe because we're really low on our force limit, the game thinks that we're weaker than we are or something like that. And I think while we can, we're gonna grab these. Before this technology penalty gets too high, we'll get those 2 technologies. That'll actually let us start building buildings. Like we could build temples. Administrative Tech 4 gave us temples. Diplomatic Tech, I don't think it gave us much useful stuff. Marketplaces, I guess. Adding one in Berlin seems like building a temple in Berlin seems like a good call. That'll increase temples. So I'm just going to the production interface. I apologize, guys. And grabbing temples because I know these increase local tax modifiers. So it's like an investment for the future. Anything that's above a 0.1 is pretty good. It'll take about 100 years for something that's a 0.1 to pay for itself, right? So if it's 100 ducats to buy it, and let's just round down to 1 ducat per year, because this is per month income. So 1 ducat per year will take 100 years to make 100 ducats, right? And then eventually, as you play hundreds of years further into the game, it's all profit from there. So building a building in all of these areas here in these 0.13s would be good. Be very good. In fact, we're getting a discount on these buildings. So maybe we want to build another one. Alt mark. It's going to put us at 0. But we still want money to get a bigger army too, so I don't know. We got to pick and choose what we do here, I guess. Make sure that our allies don't walk off these sieges. I'm just going to put 1,000 troops here, just to sit them there, so that our allies don't do anything silly. Wolgas is actually taking a bunch of Mecklenburg. This is another opportunity for us to expand if we have 15 provinces in the northern Germany region. So I guess we're just going to have to brute strength. Ah, man. Man, these missions really do help immensely for taking all of this land here. But, oh well. Construction cost until the death of the leader, that's fine. We're not going to be building any more buildings. We already built the temple. The leader is 4 years old, so that's when there'll be a new election. There'll be a new election when the emperor dies. No longer a prince, now the emperor. We have a lot of lazy diplomats. Let's have a couple of them just working on neighboring countries. Just doing some automated stuff. I don't know why it's still working on Poland. I don't know why you've chosen Poland. But it seems to be that's what they're doing. I think we're going to want to attack these guys when we get a chance, actually. Minus 14% there, plus 14% there. Yeah, the nobility is going to be upset with us for a few months, but I don't want to spend administrative power right now. It's very precious to us. We're trying to save for the Renaissance, boosting up Berlin. We're trying to, obviously, technologies are always something we need. We're going to need administrative power to core Newmark. There's going to be all kinds of stuff that we're going to be trying to do here. Guys, I think, man, a little bit of bad luck there, Poland taking this province. Terrible luck. So that's going to slow us down a little bit, I think. But other than that, hey, we got a siege. I think we're going to win this war against the Teutonic Order, get a couple key provinces, and continue the expansion of the country and the strengthening of the country. It looks like we have some other buttons that are showing up on screen and all kinds of things. So tons of stuff to talk about and explore as we continue this beginner series, which I admit that is getting a little overwhelming, where the Emperor, all this other stuff. This is why, quite honestly, Brandenburg is not recommended for new players, right? That's why you check out our Castile playthrough. That's why you check out our Ottomans playthrough. That's why you check out our England playthrough. Even England's a little bit sketchy for new players, right? So Brandenburg, like I said, people, a relatively straightforward nation, but lots of stuff going on in the HRE. But thanks everybody for being here. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll make sure to answer all the questions and respond to just general comments as well. Thanks guys for being here. I'll see you guys in the next episode.